Next morning early, I was in the law library because I had been in the law library since I got there. My mother created the opportunity for her 10 children to have an education before we left home. So I was educated. I went in and I started reading up and reading about this book that some of the courses that they were taking in prison, they weren't going to be able to put it to use when they got out here because they had to have a license, and because of your felony you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that and you couldn't do that, and I just got sick to my stomach and I just didn't believe it. I had to believe what she was saying. To make a long story short, that young lady came out of prison, and for the last 6 years she is a productive citizen in society. She came through Mass. We got her a job. She went from a job to a car, from the car to her own home, and every now and then, every 2, 3, 4 months, she'll call just simply to say, "I'm doing fine and thank you," and that's it. And if her address haven't changed since she got the house, so she don't have to call and tell. But if her telephone number, if her cell phone number changed, she picks up a phone and call and say, "Update my file because this is where I am," because you never know what might happen or what might not happen. But if I've got your information on file, and that's all I ask for, is your information on file. And hey, I'm real. We all done had cell phones in our granddaughters and our babies and our mothers and mother's name. Y'all know how our cell phones change, number change. You know that if we don't pay the bill, we gonna find a way to get it on in somebody else's name. I need to have that number that you got in somebody else's name so that I can make sure that I can get in touch with you when I need you. Open entry, open exit keeps you, those of you that's educated, from sitting in a meeting listening to the same bull that you already know, that you've been through 15 or 20 times, and you know more than some of us know about how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, and all of that. That keeps you from sitting in there. But if you don't have an education, and if you need to sit there, that's where you would sit. When I said that Mr. Spencer does individual, family, group, anger management, all of that counseling, I don't charge you not one dime. When you go to court and you have to get $500, I'm working on that. Because if I go to court and then you refer me to an anger management class and I don't have the $500, I'm either going to violate my probation because I can't get there, or I'm going to go out and commit another crime in order to get that $500 because I can't find a job because I'm on probation right now. And I haven't been able to find, the doors have been closed in my face. So why would you do that? Why would you create that opportunity to make them even start to think that I'm not going to finish this probation because I don't have the $500 to go to counseling? Well, when you don't have that, don't think it. Go back and beg your judge, beg your probation officer, refer me to Mass. Let me get that from Mass, because if I'm a member of the organization, I don't have to pay for that counseling. We go out and we raise funds, and we don't have no state, we don't have no federal funds, because they try to control your organization. You really can't do what you need to do to assist anybody for all the red tape. But what we are fighting is trying to make a contract or an agreement or whatever you want to call it with the court system about that $500. Because you all just don't have it. Some of you, those that have it, fine. Refer them if you know that they got it. But for those that are indigent, they need to send them somewhere where they can get that counseling free. The people that work with Mass has all the credentials they need in order to get the job done. I made a promise in 1986 that not if, But when I was released from that bondage, that I was going to spend the rest of my life fighting for those that are less fortunate. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But I can truthfully say that for the last 20 years, that's exactly what I've done. And so long as there's breath in my body, I'm going to fight for you all. I don't ask you for any money. What I ask you is that when I make you a productive citizen in society, I just simply need you to make Mass shine. I need you to just dig in and do your best. And always know that you got a shoulder to lean on. You're the first, might be the first hired, last hired, the first fired. We all know that. But don't let that even get up under your skin. If they come in and say we're downsizing, we're doing whatever, so we got to let some people go. Okay, don't, well, where's money? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to do this? Pick up the telephone and call us so that we can call some of our partners and say, I am going to pay X amount of dollars for Jane Doe, and I'm asking you to pay X amount, and I'm asking you to pay X amount, and I need you to do this for the next 2 or 3 months so that I can find him or her a job and get them situated, and then they can take back over their lives. Call us and let us get on the phone with the electric company about your lights, and you can't get fired today and then wait till the middle of June and call me and say, Miss Brown, I didn't get fired, I got laid off, and I need help. By the middle of June, Bethlehem Foundation, the Catholic Charities, the Urban League, they've spent that money for that particular month. So you need to call me or call Mass the moment that it happens so that we can start putting the wheels in motion. That's what we do. Not just job placement and job housing. We work with whatever your needs are. And I've been doing this for 20 years. So I know what works and I know what don't work. That's the reason why I stopped I created open entry, open exit, because the straight 6 months was not working for you to I had some from SMU, I've had some from the University of North Texas, I've had people from all around that had all kind of degrees, didn't need to sit in that meeting, needed to be out there trying to get a job so that they could put a roof over their family's head and food on the table. And so that's what we do, and that's how we do it. As far as Mass is concerned, those of you that's here now are actually a family member. So because you signed up this morning, you're actually a family member. So whatever it is that we can do. Now some of you are gonna have some legal problems. Y'all you can't call me right now. You can't talk to me today. What you can do is call Miss Sulty and say, I need an appointment to see Miss Brown. And sometime that appointment is not going to be tomorrow, because I just got back into Dallas, been gone a week in New York with the Innocence Project, in Atlanta, trying to see if in fact we can't take Mass one step further so we can help somebody else in another state. I was down there a full week working and trying to get the contacts and stuff that we need so that we could help someone else, because I get so many calls from out of state. Do you have anything here? Do you know of anybody that's doing the same thing? All of those kinds of situations. And then for some of you that can't afford it, and I'll talk with you afterwards, we might have an entrepreneurship that you might be able to get into. I know that I'm looking to see people coming home in the next 6 months of bringing them under that umbrella, so that when they come home, they would have an entrepreneur, they would be an entrepreneur, and they would have monies that they can work with, that they can work with. I do this because of the promise that I made, not because I have to. You know, 9 years, 5 months, and 24 days, I have a reason to be angry at the system. But I don't have time because too many of our future is going into prison, and those coming home are not getting a fair shake. So my job is to assist and help you do that. Get that fair shake. I don't just work with formerly incarcerated people coming home. I work with youth who's having problems in school, teen violence. I have a group of young children that I work with so that we can keep them out of a person is having a problem. All of